There is then now no condemnation to those who are in Messiah Yahusha, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For the Torah of the Spirit of the life in Messiah Yahusha has set me free from the Torah of sin and of death. For the Torah being powerless, in that it was weak through the flesh, Yahusha, having sent his own Son in the likeness of flesh of sin, and concerning sin, condemned sin in the flesh, so that the righteousness of the Torah should be completed in us, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the matters of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit, the matters of the Spirit. For the mind of the flesh is death, but the mind of the Spirit is life and peace. Because the mind of the flesh is enmity towards Yahusha, for it does not subject itself to the Torah of Yahusha, neither indeed is it able. And those who are in the flesh are unable to please Yahusha. But you are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if indeed the Spirit of Yahusha dwells in you. And if anyone does not have the Spirit of Messiah, this one is not his. And if Messiah is in you, the body is truly dead on account of sin, but the Spirit is life on account of righteousness. And if the Spirit of him who raised Yahusha from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Messiah from the dead shall also give life to your mortal bodies through his Spirit dwelling in you. So then, brothers, we are not debtors to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you are going to die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you shall live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of Yahusha, these are sons of Yahusha. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the Spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of Yahusha, and if children, also heirs, truly heirs of Yahusha, and co-heirs with Messiah, if indeed we suffer with him, in order that we also be exalted together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the esteem that is to be revealed in us. For the intense longing of the creation eagerly waits for the revealing of the sons of Yahusha. For the creation was subject to futility, not from choice, but because of him who subjected it, in anticipation that the creation itself also shall be delivered from the bondage to corruption into the esteemed freedom of the children of Yahusha. For we know that all the creation groans together and suffers the pains of childbirth together until now. And not only so, but even we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit, we ourselves also groan within ourselves, eagerly waiting for the adoption, the redemption of our body. For in this expectation we were saved. But expectation that is seen is not expectation. For when anyone sees, does he expect it? And if we expect what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with endurance. And in the same way, the Spirit does help in our weaknesses. For we do not know what we should pray, but the Spirit himself pleads our case for us with groanings unutterable. And he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because he makes intercession for the set apart ones according to Yahusha. And we know that all matters work together for good to those who love Yahusha, to those who are called according to his purpose. Because those whom he knew beforehand, he also ordained beforehand to be conformed to the likeness of his Son, for him to be the firstborn among many brothers. And whom he ordained beforehand, these he also called. And whom he called, these he also declared right. And whom he declared right, these he also esteemed. What then shall we say to this? If Yahusha is for us, who is against us? Truly, he who did not spare his own Son, but delivered him up on behalf of us all, how shall he not, along with him, freely give us all else? Who shall bring any charge against Yahusha's chosen ones? It is Yahusha who is declaring right. Who is he who is condemning? It is Messiah who died, and furthermore is also raised up, who is also at the right hand of Yahusha, who also makes intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of the Messiah? Shall pressure, or distress, or persecution, or scarcity of food, or nakedness, or danger, or sword? As it has been written, for your sake we are killed all day long. We are reckoned as sheep of slaughter. But in all this we are more than overcomers through him who loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor messengers, nor principalities, nor powers, neither the present, nor the future, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahusha, which is in Messiah Yahusha, our Master.